Hey, what is up, guys? It's been almost a month since my last upload. Give you guys some updates on the NAKXUS F1 from Mobot, and it's March 2021. Is it still worthwhile getting an e-bike? Well, I say yes. Yes, because I'm pretty sure you see in my previous videos, I actually have my solar panels installed just on top here. And these panels that I have are actually charging the metal hydride batteries. So that is actually extremely good for the NAKXUS F1. Now, before I get to the NAKXUS F1, let me show you guys what I'm actually doing behind my house. So as you can tell, there's so much stuff that's going on. You know, I'm trying to build the entire backyard because my grandma is coming to stay with me. So yeah, it's pretty much a mess. So you can imagine, you know, how flustered I'm feeling, kind of, you know, just having to deal with all this construction that's going on. So I haven't really had the time to do any videos at all, but you know, it's all piling up, and I really want to, you know, share with you guys my thoughts about, you know, getting an e-bike and whether it's still worthwhile. All right, so let's get back to it. Exactly how feasible is it to own an e-bike? March 2021. My honest thoughts are, if you are actually someone who does deliveries, very convenient because you actually have the pedals, right? All the e-bikes now are all pedal assisted, and you know, if you're going to be doing your deliveries, you know, I've seen some of these models going around, you know, my neighborhood. I'm assuming that, you know, it's actually used quite often, because you can actually pedal if you actually run out of batteries, but because it's a single gear, you're gonna end up pedaling quite a bit. All right, so this is the NAKXUS F1. I've installed my quad lock over here. So if you want to turn this on, press the middle. It's as simple as that. You turn this thing on. This is not a scratch, it's actually a sticker. I've left it on. So this is if you want to go all the way to number 5, and this is obviously on the highest power. I normally leave it at 3, and frankly, I've been using this like I would say maybe like 3 times a week. I've only had to charge it like just like yesterday, in fact. All right, so this is the Mobot NAKXUS F1. It's got the pedals here, and all e-bikes will come with a license plate registration. Obviously, it's registered in your name. Mobot does the registration for you. Comes with tail light, and what else? Comes with a neat little bell here, right? The way you fold it, again, is very, very straightforward. You can see over here, you press this button, and then all you have to do is just, boom, snap it open, and then the frame folds over, all right? So this is the NAKXUS. Now, what sets the NAKXUS apart? All right, hang on. Now, something to take note regarding e-bikes in general, especially in Singapore. Now, there is an LTA certification for all e-bikes in Singapore right now. If I'm not wrong, it's called the EN15194 certification. So it's an LTA criteria. And currently there are 2 different certifications out there. It's a 2009 version, as well as a 2017 version. Come 2021, they will only recognize the 2017 LTA e-bike certification. So this is probably something that you may want to check if you are in the market to purchase an e-bike. Now, for the NAKXUS F1, not to fear, it will be recognized even in everything 2021 and beyond. Could be wrong. I think these are the very important checks that you need to do with the shop. especially if you're buying an e-bike. You don't want to buy something and then you're going to have the whole situation where it's going to be outlawed, banned, blah, 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 which is essentially what happened to my e-scooters. Okay, I'm not going to get into that. Never mind. This particular model is going to be relevant and it's going to be around for quite a while. What do I use it for? Well, I use it to buy food for the family. Pretty much the same things I used to do when I had an e-scooter. You know, really, really great to just travel around the neighborhood, explore the neighborhood, you know, tapao stuff, bubble tea runs and all. Yeah, so do I enjoy it? I do enjoy it. This is under 20 kilos, so it's still quite portable. You know, I can throw it into my Defender, bring it somewhere like a chalet. Not that I'm going to a chalet, but it is one of those things that you can just throw into the car. And if you need to just travel around the area, or if you're going to be there for a while, I can only think of a chalet. I do not know why, but this is something that is quite convenient if you do actually have that requirement. There is one more thing, and that's actually the safety aspect of this particular Mobot. Now, the one thing about an e-bikes and all e-bikes in general is the fact that the weight is going to be 20 kilos and below. Now, if you are a delivery personnel and if you are going to deliver, if you're going to use the bike primarily for deliveries, I will actually highly advise modifying it, you know, for it to go faster. This is obviously spoken with a lot of experience because if you guys have been following my channel, I had a Duotron that was highly modified. It could go at more than like 100 kilometers an hour. Well, the thing about the Duotron is that it had the weight. All right, it had the weight. It was around like 60 kilograms versus this, which is under 20 kilograms. So if you're going to have something that's going to be very heavily modified, you best make sure that it has the weight to keep it stable when it's traveling at high speed. But because this is 20 kilos and below, I will strongly advise against modifying an e-bike. It's just not safe. The frame probably isn't built to withstand that kind of speed. This thing is foldable right in the middle of the frame, so I think it's just going to be bad news if you really decide to modify it to go faster. So please don't. Right? Ride it stock. Keep your charging brick with you, and you should be fine. You know, when you're waiting somewhere, just plug it in, and charge. Keep the thing fully charged. All right, so let's go for a ride. As you can see, I will be putting it to number 3. And I am off. Okay, whoa. Okay, now the thing about riding and filming at the same time is because of the surge and the power and the fact that I just charged it yesterday. It is very, very torquey. Yeah, so I'm gonna put the power to 1, and yes, it's a little bit more manageable now. There's one more thing that I really enjoy about this e-bike, or rather e-bikes in general, especially if it's pedal assisted. You really don't break out in a sweat at all, and that is really quite the amazing thing. You don't break out in a sweat. You can be going uphill, and you just have to pedal like you're just strolling in the park, and you just be climbing slopes, and it's really quite it's like a cheat code. I mean, it's not a cheat code. I mean, okay, it's pedal assist, but that is the beauty of riding an e-bike. With that very minimal effort, you're literally just like doing. I'm not sure whether you can see me, right? This is how I'm. This is the pedaling that I do, regardless of upslope, downslope. This is the kind of pedaling I do. All right. So it's really quite interesting. So let's go downslope and share with you a little bit about the NAKXUS F1 and why this could be something that might interest some of you. If you're a 44-year-old like me, you know, lazy, don't really want to, you know, perspire when you're riding up the slope. Okay, so look, this is the slope. I'm going up slope now. And look at how much effort I am putting into it's such it's like you're riding on a flat ground, you know, and you're actually going up slope. Paddling normally, zero effort, like literally like negative effort, I would say. Just negative effort, just hauling my 60 kilo body plus my 20 kilo e-bike. So that's like hauling 80 kilos of weight up the slope like it's nothing. So yeah, that's the beauty of the NAKXUS F1, and that's why I think that if you enjoy riding something that is legal, first and foremost, legal, it has a proper certification, you can ride it on the road. Remember, you are not allowed on shared pathways if you ride an e-bike. You should be on the road. You're gonna be you're gonna run into a situation where you might hit someone. Be really careful. Then we'll be back to square one again. You know, somebody knock into some auntie, uncle, some kid, some guy. Then after that, they stare here, stare there, and they say kwasi me, and then everybody end up getting into a fight. And then, you know, oh man, back to square one. So please, ride safe. This is my review on the NAKXUS F1. If you have not gotten an e-bike, be sure to check it out at Mobot. You may just end up liking it, just like me. Until next time, I will see you soon. It concludes the